It's the knockouts. On MasterChef, the professionals. Last time, 2 more chefs were sent home, leaving the strongest 10. They will be split into 2 groups. Now, the first 5 will be cooking as a team for a VIP dinner.
If you need help, Matthew, call upon your colleagues.
Before returning to fight for a place in the semi-finals.
Full of a positive charge, and I just can't wait to get in there and absolutely smash it. I really want to get down to the semi-finals.
The belief inside of me is growing. A phoenix just waiting to soar, open its wings out.
Feeling a little bit anxious. Don't want any disasters, but I'm raring to get in there and give it my all.
As the competition escalates, so do our expectations.
Are they going to push themselves a little bit extra today when it really counts? Can they do that?
It's early morning, and the first group of professionals are on their way to the headquarters of one of Britain's oldest maritime charities, Trinity House in the City of London.
This organisation was created over 500 years ago to protect the Thames and the sea merchants. Over the years, we've had naval commanders, lords, ladies, and royals have dined here.
Up until now, you've always been cooking against each other. Today, you have to work together as a team. You are now responsible for creating a 3-course fine dining menu for our VIP guests. You've got a lot of work to do. Off you go.
The chefs now have just 30 minutes to plan a 3-course fine dining menu.
This is a time for them to be brave, to be bold, to work together as a team, create something interesting, do something that's a little bit daring, and push themselves to the maximum.
What are we thinking? Starter and main, guys?
They can choose from a larder, which includes quail, hake, mussels.
Love the ingredients for the main. It's obviously lending itself to be a fish main course, isn't it?
For the main, yeah.
Chicken liver, nettles.
You probably like nettles, don't you, Ollie?
I love nettles, yeah. Maybe I could incorporate that into the like ciabatta or into a butter, maybe.
Yeah.
Beetroot, fennel, chocolate, peaches, cherries, and raspberries.
It's such a massive array of ingredients, so it's now we've just got to whittle it down into each course.
I'm on full-on pastry mode.
OK.
Get all our heads all together in one different. Everyone's got different ideas, crazy mindsets.
You've got some port and stuff if you wanted to go for some heavier flavours.
It's just finding the perfect balance between everybody's style.
We've got the quail here, haven't we?
I think that might be quite nice with the starter. We're getting our ideas together and it's coming along. It's a fantastic venue. It's got to be special, so we're all aiming to please with this one.
We've got quite a lot of baby beetroots and stuff down there.
Yeah, they can make nice garnishes.
We got a plan?
We've got a plan. Me and Michel are going to tackle the starter. Ollie and Alex are going for main, and William's going to take the dessert.
It's an interesting breakup of your team there. But you just got to think of that wow factor in your cooking today.
We would like to see creative thinking. It's not just cooking of garnishes, a little bit more than what you've just discussed.
Guys, you have now 2 hours until that first course is served. Good luck.
Right.
Thank you.
We have chefs here with very different personalities in their cooking. I would still like to see some of that come through in the dishes here. But this menu has also got to be harmonious.
Yeah, half a peach would be nice on that size.
Yeah, and then you can put almost like dress all the little lemon verbenas around,
Yeah, it'll look really
all the
pretty.
little things around. Yeah.
Love the energy in the kitchen, love the way they're all working together. I think the service is going to be fantastic.
Head chef Matthew and contract catering chef Michel are taking charge of the starter based around quail. Matthew's first job is to remove the legs, which he will confit or slow cook in oil.
Obviously, we've got the tightest deadline. We can't be late. It's down to us to get it off to a flying start, so fingers crossed we can do it justice.
Whilst Michel is tasked with making the port and chicken liver parfait.
It was really good to pair up.
We're all in it together.
We're all together, and we all said that we want to make amazing food and help each other out.
Matthew, Michel, how's your dish going?
It's evolving as we're going along. We're going to add a little bit of spice to our confit leg.
I'm doing the parfait. I've got a reduction of port and Madeira on. And then we're going to have some variations of beetroot on the plate.
Where's the parfait sit on the dish?
It's going to be served on the side. Ollie's actually going to make us some fresh bread.
It's really good to see the dish evolving. Wow factor. Does it have it?
It has it. Certainly has it. It's going to be a stunning dish.
So these ones will boil up.
Yeah, we need at least 10.
I love the idea of making a parfait and serving it on the side. There's some bread being made. There are other elements that are being added onto the dish, and I think that's a good thing. At the end of it, you're going to have a fantastic dish that's there to impress our guests.
The bread's going to be the biggest concern, taking time for it to prove. It needs to be knocked back a couple of times and folded, so hopefully it should be on time.
With Ollie focused on making the ciabatta for the starter, his partner Alex has started work prepping the central element of their main course, Hake.
It's a fish dish for sailors. It's a lot of pressure going on there, a lot of pressure.
Did it damage that flesh?
No. Yeah, very delicate here.
To accompany the Hake, Ollie is making a gnocchi flavoured with wild nettles.
I mean, it's not got a massive flavour to it, but yeah, it's something that I quite like to work with in my workplace as well.
Alex, Ollie, how are we doing?
Yeah,
Yeah, not
good.
too bad, yeah.
Yeah, getting there, yeah.
We've got hake,
Yeah.
nettle and potato gnocchi. What else?
Mussel, velouté. So we're going to have probably one big, nice, crispy tempura mussel.
We've got a dill oil to just sort of split the sauce down, keep it nice and vibrant, green.
Where's the wow factor?
Like having nettles with fish. You could look at it and go, oh, some nettles. I don't fancy having that with fish, but it will work together.
You just say, oh, yeah, I don't fancy having nettle and fish, but we'll put it together.
Yeah, but we're going to do it.
What's this, chef? Is this yours?
Oh, yeah.
The gnocchi sounds wonderful. I want to taste some of that nettle through this gnocchi. It should have a wonderful green colour as well.
They're salting the hake, and that is to draw out any excess water out of the fish. It makes the texture of the fish a little bit firmer and helps it hold together once it's cooked. If they get this dish cooked well, it will be delicious. But I do think it's missing a bit of a wow factor.
Just thinking maybe I'd cut the gnocchi because it'll be in like little cylinders and sort of sit them along. I don't know, maybe unless we pickle the mussels, maybe. So we're sort of mixing it up. Then maybe just go on to use the baby leeks, and then that'll help just like the presentation pop a little bit.
Exactly.
The responsibility for the dessert has fallen entirely to London-based senior sous chef, William.
When you're left alone, the mind always wanders. But today, I'm trying my mind not to wander. So when I see myself trying to make something that's not according to the plan, I'm like, no, put it in the bin. Don't need it. Don't need it.
He's making a dessert centered round poached peaches in sugar, mint, and lavender stock. And a chocolate cremo, dark chocolate set with creme anglaise or custard, served on a base of feuilletine or caramelized praline flakes.
I'm actually most excited about this dessert because William pushes food to a point that you get so excited.
William has great thinking about dishes. Sometimes he does a little bit too much. Once he's under control, it's good to see.
How are we doing, William?
Good. Got my anglaise going. I got my peaches poaching. I'm setting the rings, the feuilletine base.
What's going on top of that?
Top of that, I'm going to set my my chocolate crema, which has a little bit of rum inside, give it a little bit of punch. Heavy, heavy, heavy on alcohol, because obviously we do love pirates today. And pirates drink a lot of rum.
With his dark chocolate melted, William can now combine it with the creme anglaise
There she is.
to make the perfectly smooth chocolate cream.
How is it?
Light in flavour. Almost tastes like milk chocolate. The rum made it taste like milk chocolate, surprisingly.
Is it grainy?
It looks grainy, but it's just air bubbles inside.
William's got to get the balance of this dish just right. He's chosen a dark chocolate, and that sits perfectly well with rum. If there's too much chocolate, it can set too firm. You'll have beautiful soft fruits and a very hard chocolate ganache.
Guys, backs.
Trinity House was founded in the 16th century to regulate trade and oversee safety in British waters. Granted a royal charter by King Henry VIII, the corporation is responsible for 66 lighthouses and maintaining over 10,000 navigational aids.
95% of goods come into or leave this country by sea, so we've got to make sure that all the ports are safe for all the ships to come in and out of.
Over the years, Trinity House have played host to kings, queens, prime ministers, and most recently, Master of Trinity House, Her Royal Highness, Princess Anne.
Having had royalty dine here with us, then, of course, we have to serve the best food. I'm very excited about the meal today because we like the best, so I'm hoping for the best.
Chefs, 1 hour before the first course is served. Matthew and Michel, that is you. Are we gonna be all right?
Yep.
With half the cooking time gone, Michel is making sure her pork and chicken liver parfait is as smooth as possible.
Yeah, it's looking good, tasting nice. I'm gonna put it into the molds. We're gonna put it in a bain-marie, and we're just gonna get it in the oven. Yeah, there is a lot of work, but we wanted to show skill, and we wanted to show them what we can do.
The parfait's got to be beautifully cooked.
It should not be grey when you dip into it. It should be a light pink colour.
You don't want it too firm. You certainly don't want it too hard.
The parfait will be served with the ciabatta, which Ollie has to knock back and prove 3 times so it rises once baked.
It's going to be a push now. It takes about 12 minutes to bake.
Matthew is well underway, preparing the beetroot 3 ways: glazed, pickled, and raw.
Still going to plan. We give ourselves the mammoth task. We're getting there. Let's get those legs done. I'll get some spices and stuff.
Michel is making a start on the quail leg pastilla, or wrapped pastry cigar.
Are you doing the spices now?
Yeah, I'll get them toasting.
Okay.
First, the quail leg is mixed with cumin, cayenne pepper, whole grain mustard, and a quail sauce.
I'll start brushing the pastry with butter.
Then, rolled in brick pastry, ready to be deep fried during service.
We'll nail it.
They need to use more than just one piece. Roll it a couple of times. Use egg to stick it together. If they don't, it could come apart in the deep fat fryer. They need that pastry to seal the flavour of the meat inside.
We'll fry them like that, and then we'll cut them.
On the main, Alex has made the mussel veloute. Now, he must painstakingly prepare the steamed mussels for pickling and deep frying in tempura batter.
We got a lot of elements that are going to come together last minute, cooking the fish, frying the mussels. We want to make sure that the dish is right, the dish is nice, that's how we want it. Otherwise, at the end of the day, if it's not good enough, we're not going to be happy.
On pastry, William's chocolate and rum cremo have been setting for 30 minutes.
What are we talking about? Crema set.
It's a nice crunch, soft.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, man. Dark rum. It's like flavours. Let's do this.
The cremo will be topped with poached peaches and served with a lavender and peach consommé made from the poaching liquor.
Curious how this chocolate dessert is going to look when William is finished with it. This consommé is going to be poured on at the table. This should really finish and make this dish look beautiful, or it could go very wrong and it look like a chocolate dessert sitting in a pink puddle.
So what's the plan? Are you going to put them in the fridge?
These? No, chef. I'm going to cook them in the water bath. It's not your sort of conventional gnocchi. Chill it, and I'm just going to cut them into nice sort of almost like little fondant-sized pieces.
OK. You're responsible for the bread, so...
That's right, yeah.
And they're not far away from serving, so where is it?
The bread's just on top of the oven, just taking final last minutes to prove, and then I'm going to get it in. Take about 12 minutes.
Will it be ready?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, 100%. How long have we got?
Well, for starters,
yeah.
20 minutes.
Wait.
The pace in this kitchen is starting to pick up. Our chefs are starting to run. They know the time is going by.
Guys, back's hot tray behind.
You OK?
Well, we should be all right. Yeah?
Don't, we'll jump on and help when everyone's done.
Sorry.
Tonight's VIP dinner is being hosted by Trinity House Deputy Master Ian McNaught, a former captain of the QE2, and his wife, Sue. Also invited, a former Lord Mayor of London, Lord Geoffrey Mount-Evans.
Looks very good.
Naval Base pilot, Captain Rachel Dunn. Former powerboat world champion, Shelley Jory Lee. And Trinity House members, Captain Wendy Morn.
Looks very nice.
And ex-Royal Navy Captain, Malcolm Glaister.
Welcome everybody to Trinity House, and here's to a fantastic dinner. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Chefs, your diners have arrived.
Just writing a little message in a bottle, considering we're talking about ships and we really want to give them an extra wow factor.
You've only got 20 minutes left, Matthew. Are you going to be OK?
Going to be good. We're all good, yeah.
Bread's OK?
Bread's in the oven now.
No, it's not.
It takes 12 minutes, so we want to give it to them fresh as possible.
It's going to be fresh, all right.
With service drawing near, Matthew and Michel still need to pan roast their quail breasts and deep fry their spiced confit leg pastilles.
You two look like you've got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Remember, the starters, not just you two, is the whole team's involved. So if you need help, Matthew, call upon your colleagues.
We will, thank you.
Guys, you need anything? I'm set on pastry, huh?
Yeah, let's get those fried, and then we'll trim the fries.
This is not gonna work in the fryer.
So what's happening here?
It hasn't fried and held in position, so we're just gonna do some egg instead to help it to
What
hold.
did you seal it with?
Butter.
No, it should be with egg yolk, darling. Egg yolk or flour paste.
Okay, I'm gonna get the yolks.
They're redoing their pasties. William's really motoring in there.
I hope they'll be there to help William when he needs a hand afterwards.
He's motoring. Fingers crossed.
Here we go. Here we go.
That's it.
Come on.
Alex, can you set up a little chopping board?
Yeah.
To carve the quail as well.
Please be seated.
Thank you.
Is it literally just this and that?
Yeah.
I can start plating.
Just the pasties. Is he good on that?
Oh, that looks lovely. Really, really nice.
But the pastilla's come back. It's amazing.
Ciabatta's come out really well, so yeah, they're happy with it. Is there anything I can get on the plate now?
Yeah, the beetroot could go on the plate.
Matthew and Michel, you have 1 minute before you got to start serving. You've only got beetroots on the plate.
What do you want to do?
Can someone help me carve these quails?
Now, herb-scented roast quail with a spiced confit leg in pastry. That sounds wonderful.
I have to be honest, quail isn't really my cup of tea, should we say?
You may be pleasantly surprised.
OK, well, I'll give it a go.
Right, guys, your time is up and the waiters are now waiting.
Yes, chef.
What? Yes, chef. 1 minute, we'll be ready.
Good.
Right, just the pastilla on the plate, we're ready to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Credit to the chefs, because it's a very elaborate creation. Very ambitious. See how it all works out.
Chefs, it's looking really good, but we are late. Where's the parfait and where's the bread?
It's here, it's ready to go.
I hope it's proper homemade ciabatta because the taste will be lovely.
Can we start sending?
We can start sending, we're ready to go.
Okay.
Service, please.
Wow, what happened there?
The guys really helped out. We managed to get through it, and I'm really happy with the plate of food. I think it looked beautiful.
Yeah, it looked fantastic.
They look great.
Well done.
Look great. That parfait looked fantastic.
Well done, Michel.
Matthew and Michel's starter is herb-scented roasted quail with a quail pastilla, spiced confit leg wrapped in pastry, beetroot 3 ways, glazed, raw and pickled, dill oil, and a pork and chicken liver parfait, served with ciabatta.
It's exquisite to look at. The colours, the way it's laid out, fantastic.
Oh, what have we here? A message in a bottle. Cast off on your fine dining voyage with quail, port, and a trinity of beetroot. Ahoy!
Oh, fantastic.
That's fantastic.
Very nautical.
I take it all back. It's delicious. I love this bit as well, the spiced leg and pastry. It's fantastic. That's my favourite.
I particularly like the parfait. Very, very smooth. Taste is perfect for me.
The ciabatta is lovely and warm and fresh, so it has been made downstairs in the kitchen. Absolutely super. Really enjoyed that.
The humble beetroot will never be the same for me. The different presentation of the beetroot I thought was really exquisite. I think the bar's been set very high for the rest of the meal.
We have this little star of a parfait, wonderful and pink in the middle. Just lovely with the warm, fresh ciabatta bread they've made.
There's a lot of detail, a lot of skill, and these guys really did put themselves under pressure. Yes, it looked tough, but it was worth it.
2 big jobs left to do is to cook the hake and cook the gnocchi as well.
There's a bit to do last minute, so bit of a push, bit of a sweat on.
Matt, you can jump on the plating with me.
Yeah.
Michel, you can jump on the tempura.
Yeah, do you have enough gnocchi?
Yeah.
Guys, you've got 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We're going to start plating on time.
Yeah.
Is everything ready?
Gnocchi's about 2 minutes off. We can start getting the rest of the garnish on the plate while we're waiting for the fish.
I just want it to be nice and crispy. Nothing worse than having a soggy bit of skin.
There's some very interesting contrasts there, isn't there? Nettle, gnocchi, tempura mussels, some strong flavours there.
Ollie, Alex, you've got 5 minutes.
Have you got the tempura mussels there? Do you want to go put a tempura at the top piece of gnocchi?
It's going to be strong with mussels and hake, which is quite a delicate flavour.
It's got maybe less elements as a starter.
But having less elements means each one has to be absolutely perfect.
Right, chefs, it's looking good. You need to start wrapping it up now and start sending soon.
Can we send?
Yep. Service. And this is the sauce to
Take
it,
the
yeah?
sauce for that separately.
Happy?
Yeah. I think all things considered, we did really well. Put a nice plate of food out. Everything was nicely cooked.
Ollie and Alex's main course is roasted hake, served with nettle gnocchi, tempura mussels, pickled mussels, charred leek, borage flowers, and a mussel and dill oil velouté.
It's very minimalist, isn't it? I'm left wondering where the rest of it is.
The hake was absolutely wonderful. It was white, it was soft, the skin was nice and crispy on the top. The sauce, really lovely.
The gnocchi is very salty.
It is salty, but it's not dense as what I normally expect gnocchi to taste of. So it is a light gnocchi. The tempura mussel is not as crisp as I was expecting.
The hake is very good. I suggest that's the best part of it all. It's beautifully.
It's definitely the star of the show.
It's simple, it's striking. There's not a lot here, but what it does have is a huge amount of flavour.
The gnocchi is so soft, it's melting away. It's a really nice light main course to follow that starter. William, you look pretty organised. Are we ready for dessert?
I think we're more than ready to get blown away by the dessert. Think of like you're a ballerina. Right now, I think I'm a ballerina. I'm about to do a little twirl. So
Yeah, come on, Marcus, your turn.
This, nice and easy. It's very soft, huh? You can see I'm shaking myself, so be careful.
So for dessert today, we've got poached peaches, dark chocolate and rum cremeux, fluorescent cherries and peach puree, lavender and peach consommé, and raspberries. That sounds like a lot to put on one plate.
No, don't go easy. You need to be easy with pastry. You're gonna burn the raspberries on the top and it's gonna taste bitter, man.
Well, it'll be exciting to see how it's presented on the plate.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
That's bang on time.
Because it's getting kind of soft. Gang.
Well done.
Well done. Yeah. Oh.
For dessert, William has made dark chocolate and rum cremeux on a praline base, topped with a poached peach, cherries filled with peach puree, raspberries, a lavender wafer, elderflowers, and a peach and lavender consommé.
To me, it looks like the showstopper. It looks colourful, it smells lovely.
That's really, really good, isn't it?
You've got dark, bitter chocolate.
The
then
rum.
There's the rum, then there's sweet peach and raspberries, and then the lavender kicks in, doesn't it? It's just absolutely fantastic.
But it is it's quite a big pudding.
I'm amazed I'm saying this, but I think it's too big as well. I'm getting to the end of it now. I'm just struggling to eat that last bit, so I think it could have been smaller.
I'm not sure if my wife's watching, but this is the best dessert I've had this year. And I don't know, maybe for longer. It's absolutely exceptional.
There's no two ways about it. It tastes good. Peach is beautifully cooked.
The chocolate, it's rich, it's dense. I love it with this peach on the top.
There's a lot to like about this dish.
Thank you for taking us on what can I say, a voyage of discovery through your culinary expertise. I'm sure the master of Trinity House, Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal, would have absolutely enjoyed that meal. And that's the standard that we're used to here, and you have very much lived up to that standard.
I just can't believe how young you all are, and for such skill. It was absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much.
Well done, you.
That's right.
That's really good. The feedback was fantastic. All the stress was worth it.
What a great day. A long day, but a great day. Our chefs worked brilliantly as a team.
All 3 plates of food today were different, they were interesting, they were exciting.
It's incredible to get those comments face to face for the food. Absolutely loved it.
I think I'll put it right up there. To cook for some well-respected people in Trinity House is amazing.
It was a massive challenge today. We all came together collectively and put a really great menu out.
Our chefs came here, they gelled together, but they're now going to have to head back into the MasterChef kitchen and are now fighting for a place in the semi-final.
We'll leave the friendship here for now. Yeah, we're going to bring our A game to it now.
Going into the next round, I'm very excited. I can't wait to go back into the kitchen.
Today, it's all about one dish. One dish for that place in the semi-final. This dish needs to be at another level.
You have just 90 minutes. At the end of today, one of you will be leaving us. I wish you the best of luck. Let's go.
Feeling good. Lots to get done today, it's a big day. Obviously, no one wants to go home, so yeah, cracking on.
Matthew is our youngest chef in the competition, but the way he cooks, you wouldn't know it.
It's interesting, it's inventive, it's creative, and the attention to detail is explicit. Every plate of food that he gives us, he's getting better and better.
Matthew, you seem to have a bicycle pump in an enormous balloon.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm just, currently blowing up the bladder. I'm cooking the chicken inside a pig's bladder today.
Ah!
Yeah.
I've had that. Did they traditionally, what do they do, cycle to the kitchen and then blow
Well, yeah,
up?
I didn't fancy getting my lips around a bladder, so I've improvised. I bought my bike pump today.
Have you done this dish in your time?
I have cooked this dish.
And how did you blow up your bladder back in the day?
With your lips.
With your lips?
With your lips.
Fabulous! Please tell me what the dish is and how it works, please.
So I've got chicken from breast, truffle, Madeira inside the bladder, morel sauce, pea puree, a little lemon gel, and I'm doing a little pomme anna as well, so there's a lot going on.
Why this dish from such a young chef? I didn't expect this from you today.
I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to stand out, and there's another part of me that, I mean, it's part of my insides, the way I've been trained, so yeah, I wanted to show it off.
Poulet à la vessie. I've spent years preparing this dish. It is not easy to achieve. You need to constantly baste the bladder, because if it dries out, it can burst.
This is the old style of cookery on sous vide. Great to see classic cookery in this kitchen. We've got so many beautiful things going on with this dish. There's an interesting twist, though, of the lemon gel. Does that really work with this dish? I'm not so sure.
Really risky dish. I mean, I can't tell if the chicken's cooked nicely without popping the bladder. There's a chance the bladder could just explode while I'm cooking it. Like, it is a very risky dish. but I can't go on the competition without taking a few risks.
William, he puts himself under a huge amount of pressure, and so far, he has cooked some fantastic food.
William has such a strong personality, and it really does flow through to his cooking.
You never really know what you're going to get from William, and today, I'm sure he's going to be no exception.
At this stage, the judges are looking to see you put your neck out a little bit, do something exponential, but at the same time, you miss something on the plate, and that's your ticket.
William, what is your dish?
So today I'll be cooking for you a roast cannon of lamb, confit lamb sweetbread, black olive puree, lemon puree, a truffle-stuffed morel, Parisian potato, pom puree, potato crumb, wild leaves, and a vinjune and rosemary jus.
What do you feel you've put into this?
A lot of energy, a lot of thought, a lot of creativity. I found that I've been talking to myself a lot recently about food, more than I normally do, but that's just me.
Have you had a row with yourself yet?
Yes, many of those.
There's a mountain of work that William's got to get through. Potato, different ways. We've got morels, but it's also used in various ways. We've got purees on the plate as well. The lamb cannon, going to put it onto a char grill to get the little char grilled flavour. It's a very nice way of cooking the lamb. You have to be very careful you don't overcook it, don't scorch it too much because there's no fat to protect that beautiful meat.
We know William finds it very hard to restrain himself from using a lot in one dish. If he gets that right here, we could be pleasantly surprised yet again.
See if this works. Round 2.
You've had half an hour. Come on, chefs.
Michel has really grown in the competition. She's a chef that's taken on board all of our advice and criticism, and she's learned to build upon that.
When Michel cooks from her roots, it's when she's at her best. And I hope we're going to see a little more of that today.
What I've learned from the previous challenges is the fact that my love for spices and where I see that they fit in a dish does work. It's just about showing what I'm about and what I want to cook.
Michel, I can't help but notice the large amount of Scotch bonnets you've got there.
Yeah, I probably got in a little bit too much, so don't worry, I'm not going to give you the whole lot.
What are you making?
I am doing a fine dining style of jerk chicken with a coleslaw, a Scotch bonnet gel, some fried plantain, and some chicken skin as well.
You're trying to take jerk chicken from T-shirt and flip-flops to evening dress.
Yeah, yes I am.
I'm really curious how this is going to turn. I know you do Caribbean flavours well, and I hope you do it justice.
So do I. I hope you enjoy it.
Jerk chicken, but not as we know it. She's marinating the chicken breast in the jerk chicken mix that she's going to water bath it, so these flavours should really intensify as it's cooking.
I've never had a Scotch bonnet gel before. I'm a little bit nervous because I hate really hot things, but I'm looking forward to it.
Alex, a young chef, has got so much knowledge of classic cooking skills.
But there's a lovely modern touch to it, especially through his presentation. I can't wait to see Alex raise the bar for himself. I think this chef has still got more to offer.
It's not good enough to just cook a decent plate of food in this competition now. It has to be a standout. It's got to be a memorable dish. It's going to be very tough in the kitchen today, very tough.
Alex, what are you making for us, please?
So I'm going to be doing a duck dish. We're serving it with rhubarb. I've got some pomegranate, and I'm going to be doing a hazelnut and duck boudin. And hopefully, I'm just working on getting some puff rice going on at the moment.
You're chef de partie, aren't you, in your kitchen? So your chances of creativity are probably limited, aren't they?
Yeah, of course they're limited. You know, you work for a head chef, you're doing their food. But it's good for me in this competition to be able to be creative with my own dishes, my own flavours I want to produce.
What's it like cooking your own food?
It's nerve-wracking, because you don't know what people are going to think of it. You have no idea.
I like the sound of Alex's duck dish. Rhubarb and duck I've had before, and it can work, and it is about getting the balance of that sweetness and sharpness right.
And he's also making a duck and hazelnut boudin to go with it.
I really hope Alex manages to get that boudin cooked properly, because if this boudin doesn't set, it can be soft, it can split, and can ruin his plate.
You've got 20 minutes left, 20 minutes.
Ollie is a chef who loves to use ingredients from where he's living.
He's a chef that loves regionality and seasonality, and I think that's a very important part of cookery, and I think Ollie does it very well.
It's a place for the semi-finals up today, and, you know, I really want in. I've had a taste for the competition now, and I just want to keep going further in it. So this dish, it's my own personality. I put it onto a plate, and, you know, I hope the judges like it.
What's your dish?
I've got Dexter beef fillet. I've got a bone marrow, wild garlic, which is going to go on as an emulsion, the pickled buds from the wild garlic, hen of the woods mushrooms, which I'm going to cook in bone marrow as well. And then on the side, I'm going to serve a little tartare of the beef.
Have you got time to do all this?
I hope so. I've got so much going on at home, I've got so much going on at work, and this just seems to be sort of taking over.
What's going on at home?
At home, my fiancée, she's currently sat there, sort of 7.5 months pregnant, in a house that's sort of semi-finished, so...
Ollie, you definitely got a lot going on, but cook well. We might just see you in the semi-final.
Absolutely, thank you very much.
I'm very excited about the ingredients that Ollie has chosen. He's using beef in lots of different ways. And we're also going to have a fillet of beef tartare that's going to sit on the side in a beautiful potato crisp. The potato's been spiralised. It's going to be wrapped around a ring, deep fried. There's a lot of skill, a lot of stress at getting this right. The tartare's going to sit in the centre of it. Of course, the colouring has to be just right.
When he decides to season his tartare, it's very essential. Season too soon, this will start to cure and turn grey, which is not what we want.
You have just 4 minutes.
Just finishing the chicken with some truffle, sort of like a fish scale effect.
Guys, you have 2 minutes. Whatever you're doing, do it in 2 minutes.
William, you've got about a minute. You're cutting it fine.
Always, chef.
Everything OK?
Everything good.
That's it. Stop. Stop. Your time's up. Stop.
For a place in the semi-finals, Matthew has cooked poulet en vessie, chicken breast cooked in a pig's bladder, topped with black truffle shavings, served with a pomme anna, asparagus, morels, peas, lemon gel, pea puree, and a truffle and Madeira sauce.
Presentation is beautifully refined. It's a piece of art.
It is the first time in 10 years that I've seen a chef brave enough to come in here and cook this dish. It's just something to really appreciate. When you cook it in a bag like this, it stays so moist and so tender. The addition of this lemon and orange gel
There's a wonderful sweetness and sharpness that works for me very well with this chicken. I can't fault it. I love it, absolutely love it.
You've got meat, veg and a sauce, but you've got meat, veg and a really, really good sauce. What I really love is the way the lemon and orange gel takes the Madeira sauce to another level.
That is absolutely off the scale divine. That chicken is so soft and so moist. Lovely, subtle truffle flavour you got across it. The asparagus, to be honest, I couldn't get enough of because it's got a flavour of orange and lemon across it, which is just beautiful. That is stunning.
Literally blew me away. Like, those comments were incredible. I was so happy that they liked it.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Epic, man.
It's insane.
Best dish you've ever had.
Yeah, I'm so happy, man. Yeah. That was literally the dream, innit?
Michel has made jerk chicken breast infused with smoked spice oak chips, a chicken oyster in a ginger crumb, fried plantain, coleslaw with a mint mayonnaise, carrot shavings, pickled Scotch bonnet gel, crispy chicken skin, and a chicken jus.
That is without doubt the poshest jerk chicken I have ever seen. That is jerk chicken in flavour. It is something completely different in terms of appearance and texture. Got the smokiness, you've also got the slightly bitter saltiness of a jerk seasoning. The idea of the chicken oyster, crispy, with a mild flavour of ginger is genius. That is a delicious plate of undoubted Caribbean flavours.
I love the jerk chicken breast. It's moist, it's soft with the way you've cooked it, but you've got the spices and the warmth and the heat. You've also got the sweet plantain, which works very well with that. It's delicious.
For me, that's Caribbean royalty on a plate. The Scotch bonnet gel, I want that recipe. I really do love your tender, delicate balance of that flavour. It is a very, very clever thing what you've just done. You've really nailed this one.
Thank you.
Good job.
I'm super happy. If I was to smile, I think the smile would be like all the way up here.
Next is William's roast cannon of lamb, topped with a potato crumb. Served with crispy sweetbreads, a morel mushroom, and a Parisian potato topped with a black olive mash, truffle shavings, lemon puree, and a jus made with rosemary and vin jaune, a French wine similar to dry sherry.
I love the way you've cooked the lamb and the texture of the crispy potato on the top, and then bits of rosemary through it as well. The sauce with a vin jaune is a winner for me. The colour is not right, but the flavour is a bit sherry-like and it works very well. Unfortunately, I can't taste the olive. There's not enough of it.
I like your sauce in that it's slightly sharp. There are things here that I just didn't taste. I don't know where the potato and the olive is. If it was just a tiny half a teaspoonful on the mushroom, then that's a very small amount.
Your lamb is nicely cooked, but there's a lovely flavour to that sauce. It's really nice. I enjoy the alcohol that you've used. It's different. I've never had it before. So many things I was looking forward to, they're really hard to find. You've gone to a point of refinement where you've taken things so small you can't taste them.
Knocked the wind out of me, just sort of like put me back, sort of landed me in limbo. I refined it way too much. Completely did not put the potato on the plate, but...
Ollie's dish is Dexter beef fillet in a barbecue and wild garlic emulsion. hen of the wood mushrooms, wilted wild garlic leaves, wild garlic crisps, pickled ransom buds, and a beef choux, served with a side of spiralized potato filled with a beef tartare, pickled shimeji mushrooms, and crispy shallots, topped with grated frozen bone marrow.
The beef is delicious, beautifully cooked. The mushrooms that have been fried, again, great flavour. The tartare, I love the cutting down of the beef, the pickling of the little shimeji mushrooms, the skill of the crispy potato around the outside, and then the grated bone marrow on top. There's a lot of skill gone into that dish. It's very clever. I really like your thinking. It's a little bit different and it's intriguing.
Hen of the wood, your rams and buds, those flavours bring sweetness, they bring bitterness, they bring sharpness, and therefore they bring a real point of difference to a beef dish. They're not often used, and I think you've used them brilliantly. Do you go out foraging, do you?
Yeah, we do a lot of it at work, yeah.
It shows.
What I really enjoy is you've given us a side dish reflecting the same ingredients, yet in a very fresh way. Absolutely delicious.
I went in there and cooked a dish that I loved, and yeah, and you know, got some fantastic feedback on it.
Well done, mate.
Well done, Ollie, well done.
Awesome.
I'm absolutely made up.
Alex has cooked duck breast, topped with 5-spiced puffed rice, served with a duck and hazelnut boudin or sausage, rhubarb chutney, rhubarb and pomegranate gel, blanched cauliflower, and a duck and juniper sauce.
The duck's nice and pink. I love this texture you've got top of the duck from this crispy rice and then the 5-spice. Boudin for me isn't as smooth as I would like it, but it's cooked nicely, and I like the hazelnuts around that boudin. The sauce, I think it should be a bit better body to it. It's slightly split.
The sauce disappoints me. There's a little bit of sweetness, hint of bitterness, but doesn't bring a great deal to it. Good dish, it's not a knockout dish.
The sauce does eat well, but what we're thinking is this sauce could be bigger and bolder. I like the little cauliflower, but I think there's an element missing. I think there's another garnish missing, a vegetable missing to make this dish really work.
Yeah, stuff. Little mistakes, isn't it? Tiny little things, but set the bar really high previous rounds. So anything that's not perfect now for me I'm not happy with, I guess. That's why I'm not happy right now, I guess.
That was nothing short of fabulous. I think we tasted some absolutely exquisite dishes there. We now need to decide which of you go through to a semi-final and which one of you is going to leave us. Chefs, off you go. This competition just gets better and better and better. The quality of these chefs is unbelievable.
Matthew, he's something special, this chef.
That chicken was just divine. Plate-lickingly delicious.
What isn't there to like? It was sublime.
I'm really pleased for Michel. I thought her take on that jerk chicken was brilliant.
To put a twist on a jerk chicken, the way that she did, smoking it in the little glass dome, very clever.
The Scotch bonnet gel, oh, how good was that? Absolutely balanced to perfection.
I really enjoyed Ollie's dish today, and I loved his use of hen of the wood mushroom, ramson buds. I mean, these are unusual ingredients, and they bring a dish alive.
He's a chef that excites me. The dish that he cooked today was a dish that I would definitely choose off a menu. Really did deliver.
That leaves William and Alex. I really liked William's lamb, and the crispy potatoes on the top of it gave saltiness.
The vin jaune sauce was lovely. With the morels together, were wonderful.
But the things that were on the plate were small, I didn't taste the morel. There was only one.
That's absolutely right. You can't promise people mashed potato with olives and give them half a spoonful. It's just a little bit frustrating.
If I do go through today, I think I'm actually going to cry. There's so much emotion. So let's just see what they say.
Alex's duck was cooked really well. I think the plate looked a little bare.
There wasn't much other garnish on there to really finish this dish off, and the sauce was split as well.
When Alex's dish came down, you thought, oh, is that it? I felt like the dish needed a little bit more adding to it.
Definitely worried. If I cooked that in any other round, I probably would be happy and feel safe, but not with the guys out there, no way.
Who out of William and Alex could compete with Ollie, Michel and Matthew?
It has been a fantastic day back in our kitchen. Regrettably, we have to lose one of you.
The chef leaving us. Is Alex.
Gutted, really. Yeah, really gutted. I would have liked to get into that semis, but I'm very proud of myself, to be fair, how far I've gone. There's a lot more I can do. It's not the end of the world.
I was on the ropes for like Muhammad Ali, getting rope and roped. I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. My heart's pumping. I wasn't expecting that at all. I want to scream. I want to shout like I'm a MasterChef semi-finalist, but just trying to stay composed and be professional. So.
Competition's really addictive. Once you get a taste for it, you just want to keep coming back and giving more and more.
It's been a dream day. I had to pinch myself to make sure I'm not sleeping. I mean, it was incredible.
I'm really, really happy to be a MasterChef semi-finalist. It sounds kind of weird saying it out loud, but I'm very, very happy.
That's awesome.
Semi-finalist.
Wow, mega.
Trembling like.
Next time, the second group of chefs battle it out for a place in the semi-finals.
Go for it, keep going, go, 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 go.
I think it all looks yummy.
Are you all right?
I'm good.
You don't look good.
That, for me, is absolutely sensational.